call it a gaffe, where Seattle did not run the ball in with Marshawn Lynch. Instead, they passed it. And, of course, Malcolm Butler, the interception, secured the win for New England, etc. Yesterday, Seattle's offensive coordinator, Darrell Bevell, said he really is not sorry for making that play call at the end of last year's game. Can he make a legitimate case that the play call was a good one and that he didn't have to go to Marshawn Lynch to score what would have been the clinching touchdown for Seattle?
Who is the writer of that column that you're referring to? The guy who interviewed him?
Tell me. I don't know.
I don't remember. So obviously somebody wrote the column.
Yeah, I believe it was from Peter King's Monday Morning Quarterback, but it wasn't Peter who wrote the story.
And if you read the column,
I did.
The guy who wrote it said he talked to 3 quarterbacks and 2 coaches, and while they didn't necessarily agree on the play call, all 5 of them did agree running Marshawn Lynch was the wrong play no matter what.
Yeah, well, they're wrong.
That's fine.
They're wrong.
They can be as wrong as they want to.
And I don't care if they make their paycheck coaching football. I know they're wrong. I don't.
Well, there you have it.
Done. Done.
I never played football at any great level, but they're wrong. I agree with that.
Don't have to play the game to know
I would
agree
call. With that. I'm joking as I say that. But I went back and looked at the box score this morning.
Yeah.
And I looked at the play-by-play. If they would have run Marshawn Lynch and not gotten it, and it was 2nd and 1, and obviously the field gets squeezed when you're down in that area.
They were in a goal line defense, New England was. They were looking for Marshawn Lynch to run the ball.
Right. So if Marshawn Lynch doesn't get the first down, if he doesn't get in, there's 20 seconds left on the clock, and they had no timeouts. Now, you could have done a number of other passes, but you have no timeouts left.
You're defending the play call.
I'm defending not running Marshawn Lynch.
Oh, see. What's his nickname? What's Marshawn Lynch's nickname?
The Jackass?
Come on.
The Beast.
Beast Mode.
So?
You got a running back nicknamed Beast Mode? He's the best running back in the game. He's got shoulders this wide and legs that are almost that wide, and you're not running Marshawn Lynch, and you can do it for 3 plays, or you can do it for at least 2 plays because you can spike the ball. Yeah, you can do it for at least twice. You can do it at least twice.
Maybe.
Or how about this quarterback with great legs named Russell Wilson? How about rolling him out and letting him make the smart decision?
I'm not saying I necessarily agree. Hold on. I'm not saying I necessarily agree with that pass over the middle. I would agree with you roll out Russell Wilson and give him an opportunity to run or pass. Do I agree with that play call? Well, what idiot would agree with that play call? It didn't work. And that's hindsight. So it's very easy to criticize something that didn't work.
Hold on a second. If he runs
I thought we were supposed to have fun.
If he runs Marshawn Lynch up the middle.
You promised me fun at the beginning of the show.
If he runs Marshawn Lynch up the middle and Marshawn Lynch doesn't make it, does anybody blame him for running Marshawn Lynch up the middle in reality? I don't care if New England's in a goal line defense or not. Teams run the fullback or the halfback, especially a guy with his size, nicknamed Beast Mode, up the middle all the time from the 1-yard line, even though the other team's in a goal line defense. And teams score from the 1-yard line in that situation all the time.
Completed pass.
Who would have blamed him?
If it was a completed pass, was it still a dumb call?
Yeah, I think so.
No, you can't go, I think so. Either it is or it isn't.
It is.
Okay.
Dumb call. You got a quarterback with great legs, and you got Marshawn Lynch, the best and biggest running back in the business, and you're throwing the ball over the middle? That's another thing. They're in a goal line defense where everybody's packed in the middle, and you're throwing it over the middle?
I'm not
dumb.
I'm not saying I necessarily agree with that particular play call. Not that one. But I'm not going to criticize Bevell for not running the ball.
See, I think he's stubborn. I think he just doesn't want to admit that it was a bad play. Okay. It's going to live with him for the rest of his career, no doubt about it. Well,
yeah, he's going to cry over that Super Bowl ring that he got the year before.
That portion of the big stuff sponsored by the Celtic Tavern. That's where you can go and watch soccer with all your buddies, or on the night of a Rapids game, they will take you on a bus to the game 2 hours before kickoff. You can tailgate at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Then watch the Rapids game. Have a blast watching the Rapids play. And if you want to know where the Celtic is, it's just a couple of blocks west of Coors Field on Blake Street. Again, it's the Celtic Tavern. If you love soccer, check it out.